What's the most ridiculous situation that started with, "Watch this"? Alright Reddit, buckle up for a story that starts with a rusty lawnmower and ends with, well, you'll just have to see. It all began on a sweltering Saturday afternoon, the kind where the air hangs heavy and the only breeze feels like a giant hairdryer. There I was, staring down the rusty maw of my deceased lawnmower, cursing its very existence. "This thing is heavier than my ex's ego," I grumbled, heaving the beast onto its side. My wife, Sarah, poked her head out the window, a mischievous glint in her eye. "Need a hand?" she asked, a hint of a smirk playing on her lips. Now, Sarah's mechanical skills are about as advanced as a hamster operating a spaceship. But hey, pride can be a powerful motivator, so I puffed out my chest and declared, "Nah, I got this. Watch this." Famous last words. With the grace of a drunken tap dancer, I attempted to pry open the mower deck. Now picture this, 180 pounds of me, leaning precariously on a rickety lawn chair, screwdriver in hand, the rusty metal groaning in protest. Crack. The chair, of course, chose that exact moment to break. I tumbled forward, screwdriver flinging through the air like a rogue javelin, landing with a satisfying thwack right on the neighbor's prize-winning pumpkin. Silent. Then, a blood-curdling shriek. Mrs. Henderson, a woman who could curdle milk with a stern look, emerged from her house, face contorted in fury. The sight of her beloved pumpkin, now sporting a gaping screwdriver wound, must have been a real mood killer. "What in the tarnation?" she screeched, voice reaching a decibel level previously unknown to science. My cheeks burned with the combined heat of embarrassment and the afternoon sun. I stammered out an apology, morphing into a human pretzel trying to retrieve the murder weapon, the screwdriver, not Mrs. Henderson. The situation couldn't get any worse, right? Wrong. Just then, a sleek black car pulled up, and out stepped a man in a crisp suit, clipboard in hand. Turns out, he was a reporter for a local news channel, covering a neighborhood beautification initiative. "Excuse me," he said, all seriousness. "Is this lawn surgery in progress?" I gaped at him, speechless. Sarah, bless her soul, burst out laughing, the sound echoing across the now silent street. Mrs. Henderson, however, had reached her limit. "This is ridiculous," she declared, snatching her mauled pumpkin and storming back into her house. The reporter, oblivious to the brewing chaos, seemed genuinely intrigued. He started peppering me with questions about my innovative approach to lawn maintenance. Sarah, still giggling uncontrollably, filled in the gaps with an embellished account of my heroic struggle to revive the dying mower. Here's where things took a turn for the bizarre. The reporter, completely enamored with Sarah's narrative, decided to film a segment on my revolutionary lawn care techniques. Imagine this, me, covered in grease and grass stains, fumbling with a wrench, while Sarah delivers a deadpan commentary on my expertise. The whole scene was a hilarious, albeit completely fabricated, portrayal of suburban ingenuity. As the reporter drove away, clipboard clutched tightly, I stood there, surrounded by the carnage of my failed lawn surgery. Sarah, wiping tears from her eyes, mostly from laughter, patted me on the back. "Well," she chuckled, "at least you didn't need your beer held." So there you have it, Reddit. A simple, "watch this," turned into an international incident, maybe, if the local news even aired it. It serves as a harsh reminder. Sometimes, overconfidence and rusty lawnmowers are a recipe for disaster. But, hey, at least it makes for a good story, right? The best part? A week later, a package arrived on our doorstep. Inside, a brand new lawnmower, courtesy of a local hardware store that caught wind of our innovative techniques. Thanks, Sarah. Looks like my lawn surgery might have gone viral after all, even if it was for all the wrong reasons.